The doorway effect. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly forgotten why you went there? That's the doorway effect. Researchers discovered that crossing a doorway creates a mental event boundary. Your brain clears out the old context and focuses on the new one, almost like closing one browser tab and opening another. So if you go back to where you started, your brain often reloads the missing thought. This is why retracing your steps sometimes magically brings back what you forgot. Déjà vu. Ever walked into a place and felt you've been there before, even though it's your first time? That's déjà vu. One theory is that your brain accidentally files a new experience as if it were a memory. Another theory suggests tiny timing delays in the brain create a brief glitch. Either way, it's a weird sensation that makes time feel a little off. The McCollough Effect. Stare at certain color patterns long enough, and your brain will make you see colors that aren't even there, sometimes hours later. This is called the McCollough Effect. Unlike regular after images, which fade quickly, this one can last days. It shows that your brain doesn't just passively receive information, it actively interprets and sometimes distorts it. Capgras Delusion. Imagine seeing someone you love, but believing they've been replaced by an imposter. That's Capgras Delusion, a rare but terrifying brain glitch. It happens when the part of your brain that recognizes faces stops triggering the emotional response tied to familiarity. You know the face, but your brain doesn't feel it, creating the illusion of an imposter. This shows how fragile our perception of reality can be. Saying the wrong word. Ever accidentally call your teacher mom or mix up words in an embarrassing way? These speech errors happen because similar words are stored near each other in the brain. Fatigue, stress, or multitasking can increase these mix-ups. It's harmless and often hilarious. Reading but not processing. Ever read an entire page and realized you didn't absorb a word? Your eyes can follow the words, but comprehension requires active focus. If your mind drifts, the information doesn't stick. That's why rereading is often necessary. Your brain simply checked out temporarily. Time dilation. Ever had a near miss in traffic and felt like time slowed down? That's time dilation. During high-stress moments, your brain records far more details than usual, making seconds feel like minutes. It's like your mind switches from 30 frames per second to 120 frames per second. This isn't just weird, it's a survival mechanism. Your brain slows down time in order to process danger and make faster, better decisions. The wait, did I lock the door? Glitch. You leave the house and suddenly doubt whether you locked the door. Routine tasks are often handled subconsciously, meaning your brain doesn't always save the memory. Most of the time, you did lock it. Your brain is just second-guessing itself. The Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon. You learn a new word or concept, and suddenly it's everywhere. This is called the Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon, or frequency illusion. Your brain is always filtering information, and once something becomes relevant, it starts highlighting it. The world didn't change. Your perception just updated. This is why new trends or ideas seem to explode right after you notice them. Hearing words wrong. Ever mishear a lyric or sentence and it suddenly makes no sense? Your brain fills in missing sounds based on context and expectation. That's why Sweet Dreams Are Made of These turns into Sweet Dreams Are Made of Cheese. Your brain is always trying to make sense of noise, sometimes with hilarious results. Word substitutions in texting. Ever texted something and realized later that you swapped words? Sometimes it's not autocorrect's fault. Your brain groups similar concepts together, and your fingers follow old muscle memory. You think you typed coffee, but it comes out as cookie. It's a minor glitch, but one we all experience in the digital age. The scene completion. Illusion. You glance at a sign or text and think you read it correctly, but later realize you misread it. That's the scene completion illusion. Your brain fills in missing details based on expectations. This helps you process information quickly, but it can also lead to funny or embarrassing mistakes. Essentially, your brain is predicting what should be there, and sometimes it gets ahead of itself. Tip of the tongue phenomenon. You know the word. You can almost hear it, but you just can't say it. That's the tip of the tongue phenomenon. Researchers believe the meaning and sound of words are stored in different brain areas, and they don't always sync instantly. The good news? The word usually comes back when you least expect it. False memories. Memory isn't perfect. It's a reconstruction. Sometimes your brain fills gaps with details that never happened. Studies show that people can vividly remember events that didn't occur. This explains why eyewitness accounts often conflict and why two people can swear they experienced the same event differently. In extreme cases, entire false memories can even be implanted. Our brains are amazing at creating convincing lies, even when no one is lying. Misplacing objects in plain sight. You're looking for your phone, but it's in your hand, or your keys are right in front of you. This is called inattentional blindness. Your brain sometimes ignores familiar objects, especially ones it expects to be elsewhere. It's proof that seeing something doesn't always mean your brain is registering it. The "why did I open this app?" glitch. You unlock your phone, tap an app, and forget why. This happens because digital distractions hijack your short-term memory. Notifications, multitasking, and constant switching break your train of thought. It's basically the doorway effect, but for the digital world. So which of these brain glitches have you experienced? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.